What's up, everybody? So it's 6th of July 2026, and today it was Monday. Markets had opened after a weekend. So let me share the analysis with you guys. So today it was a bit unusual because today I didn't take a trade in the New York session. I took a trade in the Asian session because the setup formed was too good, and as you guys know that this is my master account, so I was risking at around 0.25 0.5 to 1% only in my first trade, so that I can get a buffer if I win. So that was my plan, that was my trading plan for the day. If you see on the 30-minute, this was like price was ranging, and you see this gap over here. Price had opened at this point when market opened after the weekend, and you guys can see this gap. It went up and it formed a huge bearish candle, right? And at this point if you see the daily, so there was a resistance at daily. You see this thing? Do you guys see this thing? There was a resistance at, ये क्या हो गया? एक मिनट. You guys can see that there was a resistance at the daily time frame. So what does a resistance at a daily time frame mean? You see this? It means that there is a very high confirmation that price is gonna reject from that area. So first that was my confirmation. Then on the 4 hour, there was 4 hour, there was some candles formed bearish. And if you see the 30-minute was where it was confirmed to me that there is a selling opportunity being presented over here to me right now. If you see that this bullish candle went up, price opened over here, bullish candle went up, closed somewhere over here, then this candle went and closed back in the range. And once this candle closed back in the range, there was, for me at that point, around 180 pips to target. And you can see the size of this candle as well. It was volume time in Asian session today. So I just executed a sell right over here. Let me open my MT5. I did not take any trades in the NY session today. Let me tell you about that as well. But let's before do the trade breakdown of this trade. So this was the trade which I took. I entered a sell over here with my stop loss just being over this candle, and this was my TP. You guys can see the screen recording of this trade as well. Wait, is this the screen recording? No. ये कौन से दिन की है? I think today's screen recording. I think it's somewhere over here. Yeah. Let's see this. So so you guys can see that over here, this was the trade which was actually being played at that time. This was live market conditions. This is live. I was just screen recording the trade at that point. So you guys can see that the price has started to make a high first, and as soon as it started to break its own come to its opening price, I just entered a sell over here. And you can see that the stop loss was of $36, and I targeted, and my target was somewhere over. I extended my TPs all the way till here, but I knew that I won't get that because it's very highly unlikely for me to get that. But I was just looking for a risk to reward of 1 to 3 to exit. Because I was risking $30, so I was trying to make around $100 or $90 dollars. So that was my plan for the day, and you guys can see that 1 to 1 was achieved. And I was waiting for at this point, yeah. Then the volume started kicking in, and then I exited this trade right when price hit $100. So you guys can see this trade, and then it kept on moving down for a bit, but eventually it was a very good decision that I exited. Because see, I have already achieved 1 to 3, man. My risk is $34. I have made around $94. 1 to 2.5 RR is achieved. What else do I need? So I just exited and made around $100 this day. उसके बाद ये it went down a lot. No, it didn't went down a lot. It went 60 50 60 pips down more. But then eventually you guys can see that this was that candle, and eventually it retraced, and then it took resistance again, and then it started coming down. So this was the trade in the Asian session today, but now because my usual trading window is New York session, so you guys can see as well that 1.9% I made. So because my usual trading window is in the NY session, so I was waiting to take a trade in the NY session as well, because now I had already created a buffer. But you know what? This was NY open. This was NY open 5 p.m. And as you guys can see that there was some sort of a consolidation going on over here. So you know what? I missed this trade, to be very honest. Like I wasn't on the charts. I fell asleep today. So because of that, like I missed this trade. So yeah, see what there was a consolidation going on the 5 minute. I could have entered right when this candle had closed, because there was clean range. I could have like maybe I could have like targeted some of these pips, but still, or I could have entered impulsively as this candle was starting to break the low, because it was high volume time and NY open. But after that, I came and sat at the charts at 540. 540 pay, I was just looking for a trade. This was the screen recording of 540 when I came back
What's up,
on the charts,
everybody?
and I
So
was
it's
looking for a trade to
what's up, everybody? So
for a
it's
setup to
6th
form. You guys
of
can see
July.
this was the screen recording. I think it's over here. Yeah, this was the screen recording when I came and sat on the charts at 540, I guess. Yeah, like for exactly 1 hour I was looking for a setup. I like placed a sell stop over here as well, because it was a downtrend, but that never got activated, so I just cancelled that. Or yeah, this was the trade which I was trying to find out, but I couldn't find any setup. Like price kept on moving up. My bias for the day was sell, because there was a very obvious downtrend, but never happened. Nothing happened at this point, so I'm like just done for the day. Made around 1.9% a day, and you guys can see like I can even withdraw this profit on till 20th of July, my next reward. But yeah, man, like this is like if I want, I can like secure this payout over here, but I like try to like risks on some percentage of this payout on a good setup, just a good setup. You guys can see that I made $93 on my first trade by just risking $30, man. That, the risk to reward was like insane on this trade. So yeah, like captured around 80 pips or 60 pips, I guess. Yeah, and made $93. So I'm like done for the day. And वैसे तो like I was also thinking, yeah, let's just leave the account till 20th, and let's just take a payout first of this $93. Like I would get around $70, I guess, after my 80% split. So I was like, yeah, man, let's just get the payout first. But I don't know, like if I spot a really good setup, I might take a chance on that. So this was the day, man. I hope you guys liked the video, you like learned something from this video. And this was the trade which I took today. It was a decent trade. Took it on Asian session. This trade I took it on 5 a.m. right after Fajr in the morning. So this was the trade. So yeah, man, like I'm done for the day, and then we'll see you guys in the next trade recap, man. Bye.